Hi, my name's Mel. I work for the International Travel College. We've given you a workbook today which is called Gateway 2. This workbook will be completed by yourself, and this is an induction just to go over a few things with you to make sure that it's as easy as possible for you to complete and hand in to your Gateway coordinator. The first thing I would suggest is that you put your name on your workbook. I also would suggest you filling in each assessment page and also making sure that you read page 3 of the instructions. On this page, you'll see that there's a YouTube tutorial. There's also Facebook group page, and then additional to that, there's an email address. I'm not a stranger, and the email address does come to me, and please don't hesitate to ask for any help if you need it along the way. It's a really exciting time for you guys coming up, doing your induction today and also your placement. A lot of people would absolutely jump at the chance to get a placement at Air New Zealand, so I really hope you make the most of your 2 weeks with them. You'll have plenty of opportunities to gain enough information to complete this workbook. I would suggest that you complete it sooner than later. The longer you leave it, the less likely you will remember the conversations you've had and the experience that you've had to document inside the book. Please make sure you use pen. Do not use pencil to complete that workbook, and also do not use twink. If you need additional paper, you can actually put that with it, but do attach it. So just to go over the first unit, which is 11097, that unit is all about recording a conversation you've had and the answer that was given. So the best thing would be, again, to suggest completing that sooner than later. This could even be based on your induction today. It has to be a conversation with another person. That could be anybody. The YouTube tutorial that's set out for that unit will be on that link that's on page 3 of your workbook. If you want to watch it because you may not understand a certain question you're being asked, please do so. The second unit inside this book is 2925. This unit is about the company and its competitors. All of that information for Air New Zealand is on their website. I know this because I spent 10 years working with the company and know that all the information you're required to know about the company itself is definitely there. If there's something that's missing that you need help with, please don't be shy in asking an Air New Zealand representative. The Air New Zealand employees are aware that you're completing this book. Don't be shy or scared to ask them for help. But also, please know that those tutorials are there to help you. And again, the email gateway@itc.co.nz listed on page 3 as well. Something to be mindful of is that you need to complete the entire booklet before handing it in to your Gateway coordinator. That means if you do follow the checklist on page 3, then you will know that that's part of completing this book. I cannot mark competent or achieved on any of the questions that aren't completed, and will ask you to try and complete those at a later date. Also, you are required to get this signed. Please get any representative you're working with at Air New Zealand to sign the book. It doesn't have to be a manager. Someone that's the supervisor of you is absolutely fine. They're also aware that it is needed to be signed. So all you need to do is ask them politely, please can you sign my workbook for my placement? That's all you need to do. Page 3 really has everything you need for this book. Please make sure you do read it. Also, please make sure you use the help provided to you. Also, I would recommend that once you've completed the book, you make sure that the last page has some feedback in it. This page is going to be useful for you potentially in future when you may gain employment somewhere. It could even help you get your first job. It is something that a supervisor can write based on their experience with you over the 2 weeks. So that leads me to the last thing again. Please make sure you make use of your placement 100%, because that feedback is really important to you in your future. But also, you need to give this completed workbook back to your Gateway coordinator. The Gateway coordinator has their own checklist. That checklist is on page 2 of the workbook. All they need to do is check all of it's completed and signed. That's it. Then they photocopy the book just for safekeeping and courier it to myself. I will mark this book and get results within 2 weeks of receiving it. So, last but not least, enjoy your placement and thanks for completing the International Travel College's Gateway Workbook.